Mackerel, and let's begin with the top stories of this hour. Confusion emerges over investigation of the academic credentials of Deepak Joshi after his rejection for the post of Chief Justice. Jurisdiction of Judicial and Constitutional Councils questioned. Around 2,000 faculties of Trivandrum University receiving salaries and benefits without attending to their work. The university refrains from providing details of disputed staff to the Grant Commission. At least 82 people reported killed in a powerful earthquake that hit the Indonesian island of Lombok on Sunday. And Manchester City crowned Community Shield champions with a comfortable 2-0 win over Chelsea at Wembley. Following his rejection for the position of Chief Justice by the Parliamentary Hearing Special Committee, Acting Chief Justice Deepak Joshi has initiated a new debate, demanding an independent investigation on his academic credentials. The hearing committee had based its decision also on Joshi's academic certificates. Questions regarding the process and the entity conducting a fair and independent investigation on Joshi's academic credentials has garnered significance now. Flawed academic certificates was one of the allegations made by the Parliamentary Hearing Special Committee while rejecting the recommendation of Joshi for Chief Justice. However, Joshi has challenged the allegation and demanded a proof with fair investigation. The question that now has surfaced is regarding the entity which would carry out the investigation. While the hearing committee has already made a decision based on political provision, the only entity which is assigned with the responsibility of monitoring and regulating the justices is the Judicial Council. If the academic credentials are proven to have been tampered with, Joshi can be charged with criminal offence. Meanwhile, not even the ruling party is aware of the procedure and the entity that is to investigate the matter in such a situation. There could be possible dilemma as such a decision has been taken for the first time in Nepal's parliamentary history. Therefore, in case of confusion regarding the body to carry out the investigation, the hearing committee has to find an outlet. Previously, former Chief Justice Gopal Parajuli was also dragged into controversy because of his academic credentials. This time, Joshi could not become the Chief Justice because of his academic certificates. Therefore, it is imperative to put an end to the issue of tampered academic credentials, which is becoming prevalent in the judiciary. One of the minimal criteria of judiciary is that it should be free of any political interference. However, the Supreme Court in Nepal has recently become the victim of one or the other political interventions. Recommending party cadres as the justices of the apex court and eventually as Chief Justice has become prevalent in recent days. There are 19 justices at the Supreme Court as of now. Of them, 6 are in sequence to become Chief Justice. Justices in the order are Om Prakash Mishra, Cholendra Samset Rana, Hari Krishna Karki, Biswambar Shrestha, Prakash Man Singh Raut and Sapana Pradhan. Among these justices, only Mishra and Shrestha were appointed without political recommendation. The justice duo entered the court after clearing all required procedure from the judicial service. Dominance of justices from political backing is likely to persist for the position of Chief Justice for the least of a decade. This shows that justices from a judicial service background have less chances of taking a leadership role in the judiciary for a long time. The trend of being appointed as a justice based on political recommendation began 28 years ago. The malpractice has expanded its reach to the magnitude where nobody can become a Chief Justice without satisfying the political parties and their leadership. Capacity, qualification and performance should be the major criteria to become a Chief Justice instead of the order or political interest. However, considering the justice's political background instead of their professional credentials will create a negative impact on the independent judiciary, just how it is going now. And time now for a short break. For more news, do stay with us. Welcome back after the break. Judicial Council is the entity which is responsible to monitor the activities of judiciary and the justices. However, it has failed to live up to its role in the Chief Justice appointment procedure. The Constitutional Council is also at fault as it forwarded the proposal of Judicial Council without further investigation and discussion. Former Chief Justice Gopal Parajuli was retired because of the dispute related to his qualification and age. This time, Deepak Raj Joshi, recommended by the Constitutional Council, was rejected by the Parliamentary Hearing Committee based on the dispute related to his academic credentials. However, justices who have already made it through the parliamentary hearings while becoming the justices at the Supreme Court are questioned about their age, academic credentials, and capacity when it is time to take a leadership role. The only authority responsible for the appointment of justices and monitoring their activities and the judiciary is the Judicial Council. Failure of the Judicial Council to abide by its responsibilities has led to the current situation. Around 2,000 professors of Tribhuvan University are found to have been receiving their salary without attending to their jobs. The University Grant Commission has been repeatedly demanding for the details of such staff. However, the university has remained hesitant to comply with. There are a total of 7,920 individuals appointed as professors, assistant professors, and associate professors working at around 60 colleges of Tribhuvan University. However, the university has neither focused on properly or fully using this pool of human resources, nor on improving the quality of education. To make matters worse, the university has been accused of giving away affiliations without proper evaluation. As a result, the number of students in these colleges has been declining, and the faculty members do not have tasks on hand. Furthermore, poor management has resulted in the lecturers freely skipping classes and attending to their personal works instead. The practice is more prevalent among the senior lecturers and professors who don't even attend classes, leaving young lecturers to cover up for them. Despite repeated requests from the University Grant Commission to present its data of the lecturers, Tribhuvan University has not made the details available yet. The university cites delay in data collection process as the reason for its inability to provide the Commission with the details. Yesterday, we had asked the residents of Hetora and Janakpur, what do you think should be done to keep the judiciary free of politics? Let's take a look at what they had to say.
Public voice.
केही अब मान्य न्यायाधीशहरु नै अब राजनीतिक चाहिँ एजेन्डा बोकेर अगाडि बढ्नु भएको कारणले गर्दा पनि अलिकति चाहिँ न्याय क्षेत्र चाहिँ एउटा चाहिँ राजनीतिक क्षेत्रमा गाँसे जस्तो चाहिँ लाग्छ। न्यायपालिकाहरुको लागि चाहिँ क्षमताको आधारमा चाहिँ के भन्दाखेरि उहाँहरुलाई प्रमोसन गर्ने कामहरु गर्नुपर्छ।
अहिले हामी जति पनि देखिरहेका छौं राजनीतिक नियुक्ति आफ्नो मान्छेलाई भनेदेखि उहाँहरूले जसरी पनि तपाईको अगाडि बढाउने गलत चीज भए पनि बढाउने र नीति र विधिमा चल्नुपर्छ।
न्यायाधीशले आफ्नो योग्यता र क्षमता अनुसारले जागिर खानु पर्यो र त्यसमा पार्टीको कुनै पनि हस्तक्षेप हुनु भएन।
न्यायाधीशहरूले पनि आफू नियुक्ति हुनको लागि राजनीतिक को अब कार्यालयहरू धाउनु भएन।
And it's now time for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
And the question is, what should be done to discourage the practice of lecturers receiving remuneration without working for the Tribhuvan University? And options are A. Implement strict rules, B. Improve management, and C. Free the institution from politics. The voting is on. Type any WS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 834001 to share your opinion with us. Now the sports news.
Sports news.
Have been crowned Community Shield champions with a comfortable 2-0 win over Chelsea at Wembley. Sergio Aguero opened the scoring for Pep Guardiola's side inside 13 minutes with his 200th goal for the club and doubled the advantage in the second half against sloppy Chelsea, giving Maurizio Sarri plenty to ponder. Phil Foden, the great young hope at still just 18, created the first and also released Aguero with the pass of the match. City's new signing, Riyad Mahrez, who joined the Premier League champions on a 5-year contract last month, however, seemed to have a hard time getting accustomed. Aguero, the first player to reach the 200th goal landmark for the club, turned Bernardo Silva assist scored in the 58th minute, spoiling Maurizio Sarri's competitive debut as Chelsea boss. Manchester City have started the 2018-19 season, lifting their first trophy. And before we wrap up, a reminder of the top stories. Confusion emerges over investigation of the academic certificates of Deepak Raj Joshi after his rejection for the post of Chief Justice. Jurisdiction of Judicial and Constitutional Councils questioned. Around 2,000 faculties of Tribhuvan University receiving salaries and benefits without attending to their work. The university refrains from providing details of disputed staff to the Grant Commission. At least 82 people reported killed in a powerful earthquake that hit the Indonesian island of Lombok on Sunday. And Manchester City crowned Community Shield champions with a comfortable 2-0 win over Chelsea at Wembley. And that's all for this hour. Keep watching Kantipur TV SD for more news and entertainment. Have a good day.